This broadcast is partnered by BetterSleep, one of the world's top-rated sleep apps designed to help you fall asleep faster and wake up feeling refreshed. I've never been a consistent sleeper. These days, I rarely get 6 to 8 hours of sleep, and I usually wake up feeling like I barely rested. So I decided to try BetterSleep for a few nights, and honestly, it really helped me. One standout feature is the sleep recorder. I had no idea how much I was tossing and turning, or that I even snored when I sleep, until I played it back. That kind of feedback is super helpful. But what really hooked me were the sounds. I love the water sounds, rivers, lakes, rain, and many others that instantly help me stay calm. And the background music? Incredibly relaxing. It's not just great for sleep, it's perfect for meditation too. You can mix and match over 300 sounds and create your own vibe, whether it's white noise, ASMR, or ambient soundscapes. So if you're like me and you struggle with sleep, head over to trybettersleep.co/Alyx and start your 7-day trial for free. Sleep is a crucial part of your overall health, and if you're not getting the rest you need, it can seriously impact your physical and mental well-being. So don't wait. Download the BetterSleep app and start getting the rest you deserve today. The landscape has changed. Seth Rollins has vacated the WWE World Championship due to injury. And tonight, we decided that we were going to crown, well, not necessarily crown a new champ, but let's talk about it right here in Alyx's world. It's all part of the story, right? But there was a side of me that just thought, I don't know if it's a ruse, and I didn't invest in it being a ruse. Come to find out, based off of what happened tonight, it wasn't a ruse. Seth is legit hurt. The irony of him faking an injury earlier on this year to cash in on CM Punk. He actually goes out with an injury months later. After that coast-to-coast diving headbutt, landing on his shoulder. We don't know how bad the injury is, if he'll need surgery or not. Apparently, we're going to have to find out. They don't know the severity of it until they open him up. Now, that is interesting. It is interesting that they don't really have an idea of how bad his injury was. So, we don't know how long he's going to be out. They could open him up. It could be a minor thing. Next thing you know, he's back in a couple of months. But keep this in mind. Chad Gable also suffered a torn rotator cuff, right? Because that's what they're assuming it is, a torn rotator cuff. He still isn't back. He suffered that in July. It's October. We most likely won't see Chad Gable until Royal Rumble. So think about that for Seth Rollins. If it is a torn rotator cuff, he's missing WrestleMania, which sucks. But when one door closes, another one opens. Bron Breakker turned on Seth, and I think all of us thought, strapped a rocket to him. I get it, he's the future. No, he's the now. He's the now. Give him the belt. Go with him. He has all the tools. We all agree that he's a badass. Make him your world champ. That was the plan to begin with, right? The whole plan was to build to Bron Breakker being the next guy, being the next Brock Lesnar. It was just going to happen at a later date. They just pushed it forward due to Seth Rollins being hurt. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like they're going with Bron Breakker. And I don't know if that's the best call. With all due respect to Jey Uso, I feel like everyone was hoping Bron Breakker would be next in line to be a world champ. And I'm not saying it's not going to happen. More than likely, it will happen. I just thought the time to do it was Saturday night's main event. Just give Bron Breakker the belt. So, it's not going to be Bron Breakker. It's going to be Jey Uso and CM Punk. Now, I don't know how I feel about Jey Uso in particular competing for the world title. And I say this with all due respect to Jey Uso. I'm glad he's getting a revamp in his character. He seems to kind of have this thing where there isn't a lot of excitement for him to win these belts. There should be, and I think WWE expects there to be. But fans seem to have this, I don't want to say fatigue when it comes to him, but anytime they try to make him a champion, everyone's just like, I don't know.
NGLI wanted LA Knight versus CM Punk SMH.
And getting into that, because when they were making this battle royal and they decided not to give it to Bron Breakker or Bronson Reed would have been good too. That was my choice. I said, well, okay, LA Knight, CM Punk. And see, if they did LA Knight and CM Punk, then it would be interesting, because it's like, ooh, which way do you go in? Do you go with LA Knight? Which, by the way, I would have been all for. I would have been all for LA Knight being a world champion. You could have gone with CM Punk or LA Knight, and I would have been okay with either one. Here, I think you have to go with CM Punk. I think that also hurts the idea of what they're doing here. They want you to think, oh, it can go to Jey Uso or CM Punk. No, I think it's clear it's going to CM Punk. And then Punk drops the belt to Bron Breakker. Or maybe they do something where neither one of them win the belt. Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed interfere, and the belt stays vacated. Which is also something I'm thinking about. Whatever decision they decide to do, I don't see Jey Uso winning this world title. And that makes the match less exciting. Because at least with LA Knight, there's that excitement of, oh my God, his first world title. Let's go. Let's go, right? Here,
Boom. Hitting super chat opponents with the Lamb Slam. Anyways, after Saturday night's main event, I may miss WWE for 2 weeks. I'm on vacay to Italy. Anything important I might miss while I'm away?
Well, Cena's going to be on Raw during that time, but you'll be all right. You can come back in after the 2 weeks and then just catch the Survivor Series preview and predictions. As long as you don't miss Survivor Series, you'll be okay. I think you'll be all right. So, Jey Uso's going through this storyline where he's having a metamorphosis of sorts. And we don't know if he's going heel per se, but his personality is changing. We saw that in the Battle Royal. Jimmy Uso saved Jey from being eliminated, but then Jey did not hesitate to eliminate Jimmy. His brother's changing. So now you start to think, okay, he's going in a direction where he's either going to be a heel or an aggressive babyface. We don't know yet. And we don't know exactly where that's going to end up. There's no clear direction. It's still kind of ambiguous. The only people that know about that is Triple H and the creative team. And so with that in mind, it kind of makes me go, maybe that's not what they want to do with him. I don't think Jey being a world champion right now is where they want to go with him. Because if they give him the belt back, you have to ask yourself, all right, well, who are the opponents for him? I would think whoever is the world champ is dropping that belt to Bron Breakker. Whether it's CM Punk or Jey Uso. So, well, in that instance, maybe you could give it to Jey Uso, but would you want Jey Uso to drop the belt again to Bron Breakker? He already dropped the IC belt to Bron Breakker. I don't know. I think they should have gone with LA Knight. It would have made it a lot more interesting, at least for me. As for the rest of Raw, and I'm not gonna lie to you, tonight's episode was decent. You know, it wasn't blow me away great. The matches they had tonight, I'm not even gonna lie to you. When they announced the matches last week, I wasn't looking forward to it. Rusev and Dominic Mysterio again. No offense to Roxanne Perez, but Roxanne Perez versus Stephanie Vaquer. And then what was the other one? Oh, the tag team titles match. Now, AJ Styles and Dragon Lee, I'm not going to call them AJ Lee, but I did not see them winning those tag team titles. So that was a nice surprise. But at the same time, that's a makeshift tag team. A makeshift tag team, AJ Styles and Dragon Lee beat the Judgment Day. Okay. Good for them. Not hating on it. But it does make you go, what the hell's going on here? You know what I mean? And so with that in mind, let me go ahead and change this up really, really quickly. That looks good. So the cover is now fixed. Vacant title. New tag team champs. Yeah, and no offense to Becky Lynch. I'm saying no offense a lot. Because I'm not necessarily upset at the performers or the wrestlers. I just think the booking of these talents have not been all that great. And so when you have all of them just kind of splashed on one show, it does kind of feel like filler. Even though I was interested a little bit in Maxine Dupree and Becky Lynch, I already knew Maxine wasn't winning that title. Ain't no way Maxine's winning that title. I enjoyed their first match. That was a nice surprise to see Maxine show her improvement. And so this was going to be the follow-up. The follow-up, it wasn't as exciting as the first one, the one they had weeks ago. It was still nice to see her wrestle. She looked good. But I don't know. I just thought it was whatever. And then to have Becky lose by DQ, like deliberately DQ herself. All right. Yeah, I don't know. They made some interesting choices. And I'm not going to say it's bad, but my excitement for the show isn't what it was last week. Because last week I was like, oh man, this is a complete shakeup. Oh man, we're going with Bron Breakker as the world champion. Oh, that's going to be nuts. We're not doing that. We're stuck with CM Punk, Jey Uso, maybe LA Knight. We're going to see how this turns out. I am very curious to know what the overall plan is, though, and what they end up going with at Saturday night's main event. Right now, it's looking like CM Punk again. I don't see them giving that belt to Jey Uso. You might as well give it to CM Punk. The question is, though, if they give it to CM Punk, when does he drop the belt to Bron Breakker? As soon as Survivor Series? Because we all know Bron's going to win that belt. And I would imagine he wins that belt before WrestleMania. It would be stupid to not give Bron Breakker a world title run after he took out Seth Rollins. I see people saying Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker will win the tag team titles. You could do that, but I'm sorry. I feel like both of them are above those tag team titles. Like, both of them are legit main event players. You could give either one of them the world title, and I would buy it. I would be talking more about them winning the IC title and the world title. That's where I would put Bron Breakker and Bronson Reed. I would have Bronson Reed win the IC title and win Bron Breakker, and have Bron Breakker win the world title. But tag team, that just feels cheap. I'm not saying you're wrong. You're probably right on it. You're probably absolutely right. They might go ahead and give them the tag team titles. But I think right now the plan should be him winning the world title. And I don't want to hear the whole thing about, well, he's the future. He's the future. No, he's the now. He's the now. Go with the guy that's hot. Fans are behind Breakker. Every time he comes out, he gets a strong reaction. I was there in Houston when they brought him out. He's over. He's over like Rover. Go with him. Sometimes you just got to strike while the iron's hot. It's just that simple. So let's go ahead and just move things along here. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about Monday Night Raw. Not because I thought the show was bad. It just wasn't. It didn't light the world on fire for me. It was one of those shows where if you caught the results and didn't watch it, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. The only noteworthy things are Seth Rollins vacates the belt. We have new tag team champs, and Jey Uso's going to fight CM Punk. That's about it. WWE might need to be careful with how they do these filler episodes. And I've been talking about this for a while. With Triple H, filler episodes are unavoidable. They are unavoidable because Triple H books the main roster like NXT. With NXT, you don't get major moments until certain parts of the year. NXT had 4 pay-per-views or takeovers, maybe 5. And he would book his shows around those 4, right? And in the midst of that build-up, you had a lot of filler episodes with NXT, where nothing much happened, right? And that was okay because it was an hour, right? When it's 2.5 or 3 hours, those filler episodes are brutal. Brutal. So you feel it a lot more. It's less forgiving. And when things don't happen until WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, which are the big 4, maybe Money in the Bank if you want to add one in there, the shows don't feel as exciting, right? They feel predictable. If something does happen, it's minuscule. Like, certain storylines were advanced. You saw Roxanne Perez cozying up a little bit more to Dominic Mysterio tonight. So I can't really say nothing happened. It's just inconsequential if you missed it. So we'll see. We'll see what they do. We're going to go ahead and get into the review portion of the show. But before I do that, let me say hello to the people, do the shout outs, and of course, do all the preliminary stuff. So if this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor, like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Wow, your edit help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership, click that join button, and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing, whether it's a live reaction, a hot topic, or a review, past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to give thanks. Hit that super thanks. If you would like to donate after the fact, you can. Also, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, just Alyx Central. Give me a follow on Instagram, give me a follow on Spotify, give me a follow on Cameo, give me a follow on Threads, follow us on Discord, follow me on Blue Sky, where the skies are clearer, and give me a follow on TikTok, for I am the tickest of the talkest. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo, and yes, Super Chats are officially on. You can donate at any point in time during the broadcast. To get your thoughts played live on the air, email me at justalyxsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries just to say hi and get yourself a t-shirt today, a person, tees, and Teespring. Are you a Just Alyx guy? Then join the club. Get you an I'm a Just Alyx guy t-shirt. Hot off the press. Also get you an old school Deluxe Man t-shirt. Get you a new school Alyx Is World t-shirt. And many more t-shirt designs coming your way. So stay tuned. Join the cause. Expand the brand today right here. And Alyx's World. Thank you all so much for joining me for this lovely live stream. You could be anywhere else here in the YouTube space. You chose me, and I'm grateful for it. Show your love to the Mod Squad, Ultra, Shine Eyes, and Firestar Heart, Elias, Ademi, New Japan Pro Wrestling, Cleo does everything. Highway did a land, a danger, Dylan Danger, Teflon Don, the Mod Father, Zeno, Enigma, Big MGM, and of course, Mrs. Firestar Heart, Angel Hollenbeck, because they help keep this a safe space for wrestling fans like you and like us. Please be sure you like the video. The more you like the video, the more opportunities I will be given to be recommended here on YouTube. So help boost that algorithm by hitting that like button. Who's here? Who's in the building? Who has decided to show up for this lovely live stream? I'm going to start at the top. First person I see is Slim Bates. Slim Shady Bates. Says almost time. Hopefully they cook up something good. Joseph Winters. Sean Swaby. Baby. Trey Lucado. Bunkers LFC. Nintendo Point Company. Cunt. Spiracy. We got Your Highness, King AJ. AKS Productions, 2025. He says LA should have won that match and they know it. Yeah, I think LA Knight would have been the much more interesting opponent to go with. They went with Jey Uso. Okay. And Snark. Of course, Noel Jimenez gave Corpse quite the run for his money this past episode of Friday Night SmackDown. See, Corpse thought he was going to have an easy battle, but then Noel said, you thought. Let's see what happens in the upcoming title defenses, because I don't think Noel is done with Corpse. He wants that international title. Or maybe he wants the world title. But he'll have to wait for Survivor Series for that. Eddie Lamb music. Stephanie Brooks says, I don't want Jey to win. He did Jimmy bad. Yeah, he gonna have to pay for that one. People are calling the tag team between AJ Styles and Dragon Lee AJ Lee. Because why not? Gregory Fuller. He says, Becky versus Maxine was the best match, and Becky gonna make Maxine a megastar. Yes. I liked their first match better than the second match, but tonight's was okay. Tonight's was just fine. Joey Redondo, Pikachu Black, we the ones. Cause you the twos, and we the ones. The Savior, Drew Usher. And I can't reminisce too hard on who I just saw. Is that who I think it is? Is that the world champ? Ladies and gentlemen, speaking of the ones, we got the chosen one, the young Wiccan. Every time he walks into the building, you have to understand something. You are the twos, and he is the one. Ronwell Nogales. Good to have you here, sir. We got SDK. Your goatness, Lauren Biggs. We got a full house tonight. You love to see it. And I'm going to end it with... Ooh, who am I going to end it with? Ooh, who's it going to be? I guess we could end it with Aaron Teagle. All right, thank y'all so much. Thank you so much for tuning in to the show. If I don't say your name, it's not because I hate you. I want to go ahead and move things along here. Get to this review. It's probably going to be a straightforward review of Monday Night Raw. Again, I'm not going to go segment by segment. If I miss anything, y'all can let me know. So they were in, I think, San Francisco, right? San Francisco, California. Or is it Sacramento? Never mind, it was in Sacramento, California. I don't know why I thought it was one of the S's in California. So, Sacramento, California, they said it was a sellout. I don't know about that. Didn't look like a sellout, didn't sound like a sellout, but I'll take their word for it. They opened up immediately talking about Seth Rollins. You had GM Adam Pearce go out there. You had Bron Breakker show up with the world title. He looks good with that world title. Bronson Reed, Paul Heyman. And then they announced that Seth Rollins, due to injury, has to vacate the title. We don't know how long he will be out. We don't even know if he'll get surgery. We're told that he's going to get surgery. If he gets surgery, he's not making it for WrestleMania. So we'll see what they do with that. But he is no longer the champ. He vacated the title. And Adam Pearce said, we will crown a new world champ at Saturday night's main event. And tonight, a Battle Royal would decide CM Punk's opponent. And the Battle Royal consisted of a multitude of people alongside LA Knight, Jey Uso, and others. So Bronson Reed has the title around his shoulder. And Adam Pearce is like, hand over the title. And then Bronson Reed goes, say please. Beg for it. And then Adam Pearce is like, give me the goddamn title, please. And then he has him the title. Not really. He has Paul Heyman the title. And then Paul Heyman hands him the title. And then Paul Heyman proceeds to cut a great promo, hyping up Bronson Reed, hyping up Bron Breakker. So Paul Heyman is now I guess he's going to be the main talker, the one that's carrying the promos for Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker. Sounds good. I think that's a great position for him. Not saying Bronson Reed or Bron Breakker can't talk, but when you have Paul Heyman, you let him speak. It's that simple. Because of what he did, Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed were taken out of the Battle Royal. They took him out because Adam Pearce was disrespected. Yikes. So that was interesting. I don't know how I feel about them not going with Braun Breaker right now, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So we go from that to AJ Styles and Dragon Lee taking on JD McDonough and Finn Balor, who haven't defended those belts in months, and they've only won them. I think they won them and then defended them once. Yo, man, these tag teams. I've been wondering, like, what is up with the tag team divisions? Like, why do they feel lackluster, right? And it's dawned upon me, it's because these teams don't defend the belts all that much. SmackDown feels a bit better because the Wyatt Six defend the belts more often. But on Raw, they barely defend those tag team titles. Barely defend them. And you forget who the tag team you forget that we have tag teams. Because they don't defend them that much. So they won the belts, they defended them once, and we haven't seen them since. And so now they defend them, and the match between Finn Balor, JD McDonough, AJ Styles, and Dragon Lee was a good match. Really good match, even. They lose the belts to AJ Styles and Dragon Lee, who's a makeshift tag team. Good for AJ, good for Dragon Lee. But you're like, that's who beats Finn Balor and JD for the belts? That's kind of lame. A makeshift tag team. All right, I mean, I'm not writing the show, but anyone else just kind of feel like that was just, I don't know. We'll see what they do with it, but AJ Styles and Dragon Lee are your new tag team champs. Awesome. Then we get Dominic Mysterio and Rusev. Rusev has an issue right now. Rusev's having an issue getting over as whether it's a heel or a babyface. And I think part of it is just the fact that people don't want to hate Dominic Mysterio. And Dom is doing his best to be the biggest heel that he could possibly be. But for some reason, fans love him. He's charismatic as hell. It's understandable why they like him. I love the guy. But man, like, it's hurting Rusev because fans can't decide. Well, never mind. Yes, they can. They decide that they're not going to cheer him, even though he should be the babyface in the feud. So, Dominic Mysterio ends up beating Rusev, even though he tried to cheat. Penta got involved to stop Dom from cheating. Rusev ends up knocking out Penta. And then Dom tries to use a hammer. Rusev caught the 619 with the hammer in his boot, took the hammer out, and then Dom low blows him and beats him. 1, 2, 3. So I like that. That was good. And it's stuff like that that makes you go, well, no wonder they like him. I mean, that was clever and entertaining. So what you want the fans to do? Not be entertained by that? I think after this is when we got Becky Lynch and Maxine Dupree, right? Yes, Maxine Dupree and Becky Lynch. So their match weeks ago, I enjoyed a hell of a lot more than this one. This one was okay. I'll even say it was solid. Maxine is so much better than what she used to be. I don't know if the fans were behind this match as they should have been. Because isn't she from Sacramento? I know she's from California, but let me be sure. Is Maxine Dupree from Sacramento, California? Yeah, this was her hometown. I don't know. They wasn't as much into this match as I was hoping they would be, since she was a hometown girl. But the match happened. It wasn't bad. Becky disqualifies herself. Okay. I don't know. I'm not saying Maxine should have won. But if Becky's going to retain, she should have just retained. I guess they would have set up another match between the two. They didn't want to outright beat Maxine because you want her to look good. You could have had Becky just beat her, and it would have been fine. So there's that. I guess they're going to do a rematch between the two. Love seeing Becky go backstage to confront Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman is told by GM Adam Pearce that the Brons will not be in the match. He turns around. We see him talking to Becky. And Paul Heyman's backing off and saying, look, I did what I had to do for survival. If I didn't join the Brons, it was going to be my ass. And I have a family to feed. And Becky just went up to Paul and told him, we know that you're a snake in the grass. We suspected that you would eventually turn on Seth. It was not a matter of if, but a matter of when. He suspected way before you did that you were going to turn on him. And she let him know, when Seth comes back, everybody that you're associated with will wish they were dead. Wow. Quite the interaction. We'll have to see what they do with that. I believe after that, they did a Kabuki Warriors a promo package. Rhea Ripley broke her nose. Lords has Masa. Rhea Ripley broke her nose. Looked really, really bad when they showed it. But in the meantime, apparently, the Kabuki Warriors are being set up to compete for the tag team titles. Sounds good to me. Roxanne Perez versus Stephanie Vacant. Love both of these women. I thought Stephanie was off her game tonight. She botched a springboard splash post-match, and she couldn't necessarily do the bridge up out of a pin that she usually does very well, so she was off her game. I'm a little worried that she might have injured herself somewhere in there. But she was wrestling Roxanne Perez, and the crowd wasn't into it. For some reason, the crowd wasn't into it. They were working their asses off, though. Lots of chain wrestling. And Stephanie does end up beating Roxanne Perez clean, 1, 2, 3, despite interference from Raquel. After the match, Raquel and Roxanne start beating her up. And then Nikki Bella goes out there and then ruins the whole thing. That's probably why Stephanie botched. She botched because Nikki cursed her. But you see Stephanie and Nikki talking backstage, and Stephanie's all like, I appreciate you for helping me. And Nikki's all like, well, no problem. That's what a legend does. Or her. You're like, oh my fucking God, this bitch here. And then apparently they're going to be doing a tag match between Nikki and Stephanie versus Raquel and Roxanne. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't want it. I don't want to see it. Go away. Go away. No, seriously, go away. And I think after that was the Battle Royal, right? Yeah, it was the Battle Royal. And I'm trying to remember if there were any noteworthy eliminations. There weren't any noteworthy eliminations. It just sucks that, Jey Uso was saved by Jimmy during the match, and then Jey eliminated Jimmy. Because of course he did. Yeah, CM Punk came out. He was on commentary. Match was fine. Was kind of hoping LA Knight would win. But unfortunately, that's not what happened. When it came down to Dominic Mysterio and Jey Uso, I said, oh, well, Jey Uso's clearly winning this. And guess what happened? Jey Uso eliminates Dominic Mysterio. Jey Uso goes on to fight CM Punk at Saturday Night's Main Event. And yeah, that was Raw. And I think I clocked it when I said it was a decent show. Like, if I was to give it a grade, C+. C+. I'm not giving it any more than that. It felt like a filler episode. Didn't really light the world on fire for me. But they did some good things. We got new tag team champs. They're building more towards Jey Uso's heel turn, I guess. They're building towards something with Roxanne and Dominic Mysterio. They're doing CM Punk and Jey Uso for the world title. They vacated the world championship. Bron Breakker is being set up to be a world champ. I was just kind of hoping it was happening at Saturday Night's Main Event and not down the line. But beggars can't be choosers. Give me your scores, give me your grades about Monday Night Raw tonight. You have the floor. How we feeling tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Sean Swaby says Paul Heyman was always going to turn on Seth. Most likely it was going to happen the night after WrestleMania. Yeah. That's what we all predicted. I predicted that a while ago. I was thinking, well, clearly Paul Heyman turns on turns on Seth Rollins with Bron Breakker after WrestleMania. But It is what it is. They sped it up due to the injury. Slim Bass, the best thing about Sacramento is about 5 minutes The Rock is going to leave Sacramento. Leaving Sacramento. Sacramento, there I go. Hey, hey. Leaving Sacramento. Sacramento, there I go. They got some fat ass women and The Rock is gonna just say no. One of the best promos. Well, I might take a plane. I might take a train. How do you people live here? You must be insane. You're leaving Sacramento. Sacramento, I won't stay. Check this out. Hey. But I'll be sure to come back when the Lakers beat the Kings in May. So good. So good. Chris Wrestling Views. I think tonight on Raw, the interesting to me, the most was the World Tag Team Championship match stole the show. Oh, for sure. Ron Nagala says, I'm saving my personal message for Corp CA. I think I should have 2 more title defenses, Survivor Series, and Cena's final match. Yeah, you have Survivor Series and then Cena's final match in December. And that'll be your last 2 title defenses before Royal Rumble, where you will have the big clash against Corp CA, who is not here tonight, but you'll see him on, of course, Friday Night SmackDown when he defends the belt. And I'm curious to know if Noel Jimenez will be coming for him again. Or if SDK will take a shot. Is Roman Reigns advertised for Survivor Series? Yes, he is. I have no idea what they're gonna do. I was thinking about them doing the Wyatt 6 versus the MFTs, and they could still do it, but if they're gonna have Roman Reigns on the show, they gotta have him at War Games. So I have no idea what's being set up there. Why does Triple H hate LA Knight? I don't think he hates him. I just don't think he sees him as a world champ, which he should. He should. Let's see here. We the One says, it's okay. I didn't expect another Light the World on Fire episode. Me either, but I was kind of hoping they would continue the momentum. You know what I mean? Jordan Williams, yo. What's up? Bunker says, I didn't think Knight was winning because Punk called him out to win on commentary. Oh, so Punk cursed him? Oops. Shadow Star, is it me or does WWE and AEW does not an off booking? Oh, excuse me. Is it me or does WWE and AEW does on and off booking at this point? Yeah, it does kind of feel like there isn't any consistency, right? 1 week is great, 1 week is not. 1 week is great, 1 week is not. Alright, with the guys, I'm only defending at Cena's final match if I'm talking about. Yeah, you're not talking about Saturday Night's main event, November 1st, right? You're talking about the one in December. November 1st will be a title defense for Corp CA. Corp CA is defending his belt on November 1st. A-Land music. So, Alex, since I'm heading to Italy in November, I'm going to crank up Santino's theme song. Lord have mercy. You have fun with that. Karen Kishi was happy Jimmy Uso was eliminated. He would have been furious if Jey lost. Hilarious. Karen Kishi. All right, y'all, let me get out of here. Again, it wasn't a bad episode, but it didn't leave us with much to talk about except Seth Rollins vacating the title. So, y'all give me your thoughts down below. Thank you for watching. Do all the YouTube things, like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and Venmo. I don't know if I'll be live on Wednesday for Dynamite. We'll have to play that one by here. But I will be live this Friday night SmackDown. Because again, Corp CA has to defend the belt. And we begin the build to Survivor Series. So, Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time right here in Alyx's world. A place that is, was, and forever. Forever will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you. Peace.
When you're